Falcon!
Precarious Woman Executive Miss Black General, which is a really long ass name, is a hilarious read following Miss Black General, who works under the evil organization RX, who, like all evil organizations, is set on world domination. However, their plans are always stopped by Brave Man, a local superhero who looks like a certain someone, if you know what I mean. While Brave Man is a very strong and capable superhero, most of his victories over RX could be chalked up to Miss Black General, who has a massive crush on Brave Man, which turns each confrontation into a chance to flirt with Brave Man. Now, I really dig this concept, as a lot of times in comics, superheroes tend to develop feelings or even full-blown relationships with their villains, usually getting into conflicts due to being on different sides of the moral spectrum. However, this manga takes that aspect and turns it into a hilarious comedy with a crazy one-sided romance. The earlier chapters of the series are quite simple, with Miss Black General getting Brave Man into some embarrassing and occasionally perverted situations, which he'll eventually figure a way out of and defeat the villains, but also feel defeated himself in the process in accidentally doing something perverted himself. These chapters make for a load of laughs, especially with Miss General's fangirl outbursts like "Boobs are justice!" However, the series in my opinion gets better once it focuses more on the RX organization members, as along with Miss Black General we have 3 henchmen guys who may be hard to tell apart but are full of personality, the boss who's a powerful sidekick but also a complete idiot, who is kept in line by his explosive and cold secretary, who is just referred to as Secretary-san. Then there's a sexy mad scientist that meet later down the line who makes the organization's gadgets as well as monsters ranging from terrifying to cute and sexy. What makes these villains so fun to read is that, similarly to one of my favorite comedy series of all time, Tentai Senshi Sunred, which you should totally watch, the RX organization is full of people who are generally good-natured. Most of the members are normal people with actual jobs, and the RX organization itself isn't as grand as you'd expect a villain organization to be, as they are pretty poor in the beginning. Some chapters are seen trying to recruit new members casually in public, and don't even have the proper funds to buy or create any traps, weapons, or even monsters to fight with. That is, until later down the line they meet the sexy mad scientist, and emphasis on the sexy. I don't know why, I've always been a fan of these humble villain organizations, as they just make for plenty of great comedy as well as extremely likable characters. Sure, Brave Man is a really great superhero and gets his own spotlight in the series, but the true heart here is in the villains. This manga also has an anime adaptation, but good luck finding it, as it was one of the few series to be selected to be part of the newly founded App Anime, which is basically anime made to be watched through smartphones. While I am glad this series did raise enough attention and support in Japan to be made into an anime, I do wish it was made into at least a proper anime. But maybe a collection of 5 to 10 minute shorts would have been better, at least in my opinion. That being said, if you're looking for an interesting and hilarious superhero comedy with some pretty sexy women, then you should definitely give this one a read.